I wish I could connect this to my iPod. Let's see, we're notifying viewers you are live. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We're live. All right, so hello and welcome, TikTok. Let me turn on a light real quick. Let's see. There we go. So hopefully everyone's doing well on this Saturday evening. Today we are going to come up. This is day 2 of 365 days of going live. If you want to be a part of this journey, be sure to follow, like, do all of that good stuff. Today we're talking about football and how you could build a full-time income with football. We're going to go through everything. We're going to talk about picking a niche within football, which is called niching down. We're going to take a look at how to get traffic, how to get in front of people that are interested. We're going to take a look at different ways that you can generate some income. We're going to talk about email list, email subscribers. We're going to build a real business here right in front of your very eyes. So if you are interested in building real online businesses and you want to see how it's done, make sure that you like, you follow, and you watch this. I'm going to be on for probably about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I talk kind of fast. I apologize in advance, but I think this is going to be really helpful. If you guys have questions, throw them out there. I'd be happy to answer them because this is really designed to help you. I am a full-time internet marketer. I earn income from the internet. The internet pays me, obviously not directly, and I want to help you out. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first, we're going to talk about football. Football is a very broad topic. And the absolute first thing that you want to do is you want to pick a subcategory within football. You don't want to just talk about football because that's too large, too wide. And for the purposes of this video, we're talking about American football, and we're not talking about soccer. I don't know anything about soccer, so none of this would make any sense to me or you. So first things first is you want to pick your target audience. Okay. And so are you going to target professional football? So you're going to create content about NFL teams. And what I recommend that even if you select football and you select professional football like the NFL, start with a single team. For me, I'm a Bears fan, unfortunately. So all of my content would be about the NFL, about the Chicago Bears to start. Because if you try and tackle all 32 teams, that's going to be too broad, that's going to be too general, and you're going to wind up not talking to the audience that you want to talk about. So first things first is you want to pick your niche. You can do NFL, you can do college, you can do high school. High school is a big thing, especially in certain parts of the country. You could also target Pop Warner or like the little kids. And when you target that, and the cool thing with football is it's so broad and so general that we could just talk about different styles of offense and generate a full-time income. We could just talk about the 4-3 defense. We could talk about the origins. We could talk about, individual responsibilities and roles within that defense and generate a full-time income. The reason why I'm talking about football is because football started this past Thursday and we're in August. And so August brings winter brings football and all of that good stuff. So the first thing that you want to do, and what I recommend that you do, ultimately you're going to do what you want to do. I recommend that you pick a subcategory and you focus on that category. For the purpose of this video, we could, it's up to you. Comment down below if you want to talk about professional football, because, I could talk about that all day. If you want to focus on, the little kids or high school, Pop Warner, anything like that, comment down below and we can go that route. But let's assume that you want to talk about professional football. And for me, I'm going to focus on the Bears. I live in Wisconsin, and so I am considered to be in enemy territory. A Bears fan, Chicago Bears fan in Wisconsin, but that's a different story for a different day. So the first thing that I would do, okay, I've decided that I'm going to talk about the Chicago Bears, but there are so many other different subcategories within it. The next step, what I recommend that you do is decide how you're going to monetize your content. Okay. There's a bunch of different ways to monetize. You can monetize with affiliate marketing, which is selling or promoting other people's products. You can sell your own digital products. You could create a course if you wanted to, which would be really creative and really cool. What I would do if you were just getting started and you want to start generating some returns on your investment as soon as possible, I would actually I would focus on promoting other people's products with affiliate marketing. Now, within that, there's a lot of opportunity. You'll be surprised. We could sign up for the NFL shop. They have their affiliate program. We could also sign up for something like booking.com, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, which I think is a really cool opportunity. We can also sign up for Amazon Associates. We can go and find other opportunities, but those are the three that come to my mind. We could also sign up for different TV packages. We could promote TVs and sound bars. We can promote, we would have to check and see if the NFL has some sort of affiliate program for like the NFL Network or, cable companies or NFL Sunday Ticket. We'd have to look and see if they have affiliate programs, because that could be an opportunity as well. Oh, by the way, Hard Knocks starts in a couple weeks and HBO has an affiliate program. So do you see that there are many opportunities, and this is just off the top of the head here, there are many opportunities for you to generate income or return on your investment. I've got to use special words because if TikTok hears the wrong words, they're going to shut me down. Anyway, if you start thinking about it, there are tons of opportunities. So our niche is going to be Chicago Bears football. We can promote clothing and jerseys, and I'm going to talk about booking.com because I think that's really cool. So now that we have a list of maybe 5 to 10 different affiliate programs, now we want to decide where we're going to create content. There are millions of people everywhere. There are millions of people on Reddit. There are millions of people on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and LinkedIn, all interested in the topic that we want to talk about. It just depends on where you feel comfortable creating this type of content. For the purposes of this video, we could do, you could also do a podcast as well. We could look at TikTok and YouTube because, that's where everyone is nowadays. We could start a blog talking about football and focusing on the Chicago Bears. So hopefully, guys, comment, like, follow, share, do all of that good stuff if this is starting to make sense and how we can monetize football. So we have our niche, our sub-niche, which is the Chicago Bears. We have our 5 to 10 affiliate programs, and I like getting together 5 or 10 affiliate programs because we're going to monetize this thing with email marketing. Email marketing is going to be the best way, the most consistent way to grow your business. Now, one thing before we continue, I'm going to get on my soapbox and this is kind of a pet peeve of mine. One thing that you're going to see on TikTok is people tell you that you have to promote high ticket items. I believe firmly that any product or service can work. For example, how many Bear fans are there across the United States, across the globe? Do you think that they would buy the new Justin Fields jersey or the new, number 1 overall pick jersey? Of course. And if you get in front of those people and you promote those products and they buy, you earn a commission. There are trillions of dollars that are shuffling back and forth every single day, and most of them aren't in online courses teaching you health, wealth, and relationships, okay? So any product or service can work. You just have to pick what's right for you. And the best way to generate the highest ROI, return on investment, is to do email marketing, collecting emails. And we're going to talk about how you can do that within this NFL or football or Chicago Bears niche. So I'm off my soapbox now, but anything can work. If you guys want to learn more, go to my website, alstongodbolt.com. I've got a free training there that will help you step by step. All right, continuing on. We've got our niche, the Chicago Bears. We've got 5 to 10 products that we're going to promote. We've decided that we're going to create content on TikTok and YouTube. The next step is to figure out what people are talking about. Now, the cool trick that you can do with sports and the NFL in particular is you can listen to sports talk radio. What I mean by that is you can turn on like ESPN 1000 here in Wisconsin and in Illinois talks about professional sports. And one of the things that they talk about are the Chicago Bears. So they spend all day doing research, analyzing, listening to podcasts, and reading articles about the Chicago Bears. And we can piggyback off of that and create content based on what people are already arguing about. You can also do a little bit of research. For example, we can go over to YouTube and we can type in something like Chicago Bears. Now, I'm not showing you my YouTube because for whatever reason, TikTok thinks that's against copyright violation or copyright laws, whatever it is. But what you can do is you can go up to the search bar and you can just type in Chicago Bears just like this. And then you can see on this screen the things that pop up: Chicago Bears News, Chicago Bears Training Camp 2022, Chicago Bears Now, News Today, Highlights, Channel, Training Camp. Training Camp is going to be important because Training Camp just started the last few weeks. Chicago Bears Draft 2022, all things that are going to be important to Chicago Bear fans. So we can go there and we can start creating content in this area and start generating traffic. Now, people ask me all the time, how do I get traffic to my website? How do I get leads? How do I get whatever? The key is the content. You are going to create content to attract people that are interested in whatever it is that we're talking about. Content is going to be your key. Whether it's free, whether it's paid, you need to create some sort of content. And thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Keep up those likes. If you're finding value out of this, keep up the likes. I appreciate it. Anyway, continuing on. You are going to simply create content to attract your target audience. You're going to bring them to you by creating content about the Chicago Bears training camp. You're going to talk about Tevin Jenkins came back to the training camp today. See, I'm kind of I'm very addicted in a good way to the Chicago Bears. So we can create content talking about how Tevin Jenkins, after missing 1 week, he finally came back and he did some light work. He wasn't a full participant. He did one-on-one drills. So we simply are just going to create content, and we can do this on TikTok, create content to attract people that are going to be interested. And so we're going to do this frequently. If you're on TikTok, I recommend 3 times per day. If you're on YouTube, I recommend doing maybe 1 or 2 times per day. You can do a podcast that summarizes everything that's going on in the world of Chicago Bears. Okay. And so we're going to simply create content. We're going to first figure out what type of content people are interested in. We can also do something like Justin Fields highlights. He's the quarterback of he's the future first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback for the Chicago Bears. And so we can create content on Justin Fields, right? And once again, we're going to attract people that are interested. And the cool thing with sports is it's very divisive. And so we're going to get Bear fans coming to agree and disagree with whatever it is we're talking about. We're going to have Packer fans with their limited knowledge coming in, agreeing and disagreeing with whatever it is that they think they know, but really have no idea. So I'm taking a shot at you, Packer fans. Anyway, continuing on. We are simply creating content to get in front of our targeted audience. Once we bring them in, we are going to set up email marketing. Now, email marketing, I like to set up in the very beginning. And the way that you set up email marketing is simply you're going to create a lead magnet you're going to create a lead magnet to have your target audience give. Let me start over because I'm all over the place. So the lead magnet is designed as a piece of free thing that you give in exchange for your target audience's email address. The target audience, the Bear fans in this case, have to see value in whatever it is that we're giving away. And we can give away a free guide. We can actually, here's what I would do for a lead magnet. I would give away, first I'd give away like a Bear schedule. That's really simple, really easy. Include training camp. We could give away maybe like Bears history. We could go do a little bit of research and figure out like 15 facts that you didn't know about the Chicago Bears. That's going to be something that Bear fans are going to be interested. Real easy lead magnet. We could hire somebody to go out and do that research for us. We can do the legwork ourselves. And then we're going to give that away for free. That's why it's called a lead magnet or a freebie or a giveaway. We're going to give that away for free in exchange for their email address. People are only going to give us their email address if they find it valuable. Speaking of email address, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, go to my website, alstongodbolt.com. It's spelled just like it is everywhere. Or you can even check out my YouTube channel. That's fine too. Definitely comment, subscribe, like, follow, do all of that good stuff. So step 1. We are going to create a lead magnet that is going to be congruent or in line with whatever it is our target audience wants to know. For us, we're going to create something with regard to the Chicago Bears. Like I said, 15 weird facts that you didn't know, or 15 mistakes, 15 biggest blunders in Chicago Bear history, all cool things that you could give away 100% for free. And so that's a lead magnet. What we're going to do is we're going to create a landing page. A landing page is a simple one-page website that its only goal is to get your target audience to opt in. And the landing page is going to be something simple like, hey Bears fans, if you want to learn cool facts about the Chicago Bears, enter your name and email address below. Or if you want to learn the 15 biggest blunders in Bears history, enter your name and email address below. And then we're going to do automation. to send out emails automatically to get our target audiences to take action. Now, the interesting thing with Chicago Bears, and I think there's a lot of opportunities. One, obviously, is to promote the NFL shop. You can sign up as an affiliate. I think they pay maybe 5 to 10%. You can promote different apparel over on Amazon. They have like Bear shirts. Nike actually has, I believe they're still the sponsor for jerseys and all that stuff. You could look at doing Nike as well. You could also, and I really like this opportunity, you could sign up for something like Booking.com. Booking.com is a travel agency. It's an online travel destination type of thing. And the way you're going to promote this is Chicago Bears play 8 or 9 away games every single year. And a certain amount of your people are going to go to these games. Now, believe it or not, people will travel to the home games. For example, I am here in Wisconsin. If I drive down to Soldier Field, that's an 8-hour thing where I've got to sit in traffic, I've got to pay for parking, I've got to do all this stuff. What people like me do, and from all over the world, they will actually schedule, they'll book a hotel and they'll stay the night before, or they'll make a weekend out of it. For example, in 2005, 2006, we went to the Bears versus Dolphins. At the time I was living up in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, it would have been like a 10-hour, 15-hour day. And so we actually made an entire weekend of it. We stayed at the Swiss Hotel. We went out to breakfast. We drove down. We could have rented a car. But if you're thinking about it, you could promote Booking.com as an affiliate. Say, hey, look, if you are traveling to the game and you don't live in the Chicago metro area, you don't live in Cook County or Lake County, why don't you stay the night before? And then we can provide our affiliate link to Booking.com. If you're going out to when the Bears play the Lions, you need somewhere to stay. Why don't you click on this link for the best hotels that are within walking distance of Ford Field, if it's still called Ford Field. But you can see here, you could make decent return on investment simply talking about your favorite NFL team. And there's a variety of ways to do it. Next year, they're going to have a draft. They're going to have a first-round pick for the first time in a few years. And that person is going to be, expected to be a star player. You can create content in the off season about speculation. You can go create Twitter and all of this stuff. But so getting back to the monetization part of it. So a couple ways. One, we're going to promote Justin Fields jerseys or Cole Kmet jerseys, or the star wide receiver. We're going to promote those jerseys. We're also going to promote maybe a week or two in advance. Booking.com. Hey, go schedule your go schedule your hotel and flight reservations when they play the 49ers. Okay, so that's number 2. We can also promote different books, different apparel, as I mentioned. We could be an affiliate for Dick's Sporting Goods. They have NFL stuff as well. So there's lots of opportunity. And what we're going to do is we're going to send emails to our target audience called broadcast emails anytime we have new information. Let's say we uploaded a brand new YouTube video with breaking news about the Chicago Bears. We're going to send an email out to all of our subscribers, and that's why email marketing is so important, because we can help give ourselves a kickstart when it comes to building a following. Okay, websites like YouTube and TikTok, they're not going to give us anything. We've got to go out and take it. And the best way to take it is to start building an email list and then send people back over anytime we upload brand new offers and opportunities. One thing that I would recommend that you do is I also recommend that you sell something on the front end. Sell something cheap, inexpensive. Let me just drink water here. So what you could do, knowing that our target audience are Bear fans, we could sell an ebook about the history of the Bears. We could sell an ebook about the golden years, maybe the 2000s. We could sell and create an ebook about the Super Bowl when they played the Colts. We could do a step-by-step guide. We can package it up and sell it as an ebook. Sell it for $5 or $10. We've created a list of buyers for ourselves, and we're making a return on investment on the front end. Now, the cool thing about digital products is you don't have to spend a dime to create it. If you wanted to, you could hire somebody to ghostwrite it for you. But a better way is to create that thing yourself using Google Docs, save it as a PDF, package it up, and sell it, and you can potentially make money on the front end. Now, here's why email marketing is so important. Between 85 and 90% of people don't buy right away. They're not going to buy from you right away. If you were to click on my landing page, most likely you're not going to buy from me right away. However, most people, if they're going to buy from you, they're going to buy between 5 and 12 touch points. And so if you're not doing email marketing, you're leaving a bunch of money on the table. The only way you can afford not to do email marketing is if you're a large mega conglomerate, or you're simply getting millions of views every single month. Those are the only two reasons why you wouldn't do email marketing. You can do email marketing for free, but do email marketing because most people need to see you 5 times. And if you're not following me, if you're not on my email list and you're just seeing me through TikTok, most likely you may not see me again. And so that's why I would encourage you to join my mailing list. And this goes for anything, football, basket weaving, you name it, it works. And so email marketing, yes, we want to collect emails so that we can continue to build a relationship and build a trust. Another thing that you could do is you could start a Facebook group for Bears fans. That's going to be a great place to create a community. Now with Facebook groups, and you can do the same thing with Reddit. The reason why I like Facebook groups and Reddit is because people are going to come and argue, which shows engagement, and then Facebook is going to recommend your Facebook group to people that are interested in the Chicago Bears. And Facebook knows who's interested in what because they collect all of these data points on us. And so they will know exactly who to target, and you can grow that group like wildfire if you can get people to argue and comment and, kind of start the conversation. But really, guys, it doesn't get much more complicated than that. The reason why people don't succeed is because they're inconsistent. What will happen if you decide to do this is you'll start creating content about your favorite team. Any team will work except for the Packers. The Packers just won't work. Not a quality enough fan base for it to work. Not a good enough team for it to work. Anyway, any team will work. But what will happen is most likely you just won't be consistent enough. You'll post once, you'll post twice, you'll look at your analytics and you'll look at your numbers, and you look and you see you don't have 1 million followers, and so you stop. These are things that build over time. Your podcast, if you start a podcast, isn't going to be, a wild hit in the very beginning. You're going to have to do things to force that to grow. And the best way to force it is to appear in multiple places, create controversial topics. For example, you could create a video about why you think Justin Fields is only going to be a second ballot Hall of Famer and not a first ballot Hall of Famer, and you're going to have tons of people fighting to argue with you. So in the very beginning, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to put in some time, energy, and effort. That's just how it goes. If it's worth it to you, you're going to consistently put in that time, energy, and effort, and you are going to start seeing some success over time. What I like to tell the students that I work with, the people that I partner with, you want to look for small wins. Small wins are your first view. Small wins are your first comment, your first follower, your first negative comment. Now, those 4 things, they're not sexy, so nobody wants to talk about those. But that's going to be what you need to see in order to keep going. Everyone talks about 10K per month, 20K per month, 90K per month. But what you want is your first view, your first non-family member view, okay? What will happen is you're going to send out your content to your friends and family. They're going to watch it for a little while, and then eventually they're going to stop. You want your first organic view from someone that you've never seen before. That's key number 1. You want your first comment. You want your first follower. You want your first negative comment, because that means it's reaching more people. Most likely, if a negative comment is made, they're not going to come back to make more negative comments, even though some people do. I don't know why you would do that. But anyway, continuing on. That's the keys to success. The key to success is not saying I'm going to make 10K in 38 days, okay? Because you're setting yourself up for failure. And what will happen is day 10 comes and you see that you're not anywhere near 10K, and that doubt creeps in. Doubt's going to creep in anyway, because it's a new thing that you've never done before, and you're not sure it's going to work, and you're just kind of doing it. And one thing that I've learned when it comes to MMO, or making money online, it's very difficult from the aspect of you don't get paid right away. When you compare that to working a job, I used to be a software developer. I knew that at the end of 2 weeks, I was going to receive a check. However, when you're creating content on the internet and you're trying to get money from the internet, you can't directly see that your work is going to equal output. And at the very beginning, because you're setting up these different systems, you are going to put in a lot of work up front, and you might only see a little bit of a return, whether it's monetarily or something like that. But that's why a lot of people give up. Not because whatever it is hard, because it's not hard. That's a simple thing. You're not seeing a return like you would going to a 9 to 5. And that's where a lot of people, they get frustrated and they give up. So what I recommend that you do is you want to trick yourself into continuing on. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to simply set real, attainable, short-term goals. In 2 weeks, I'm going to have 10 people on my mailing list, or 3 weeks, whatever it may be. In a month, I'm going to have 20 followers, because this is new. Yes, you can grow exponentially, and I'm sure you've seen these on TikTok where people are telling you that they've grown their following 100,000 subscribers in less than 3 weeks. That's fine. That's the unicorn, okay? For 90% of us, we have to slow build. And slow is okay, because at the end of the day, we're going to get where we want to go, which is talking about a sport that we love and seeing a return on our investment. If you guys are enjoying this, definitely give me some likes. I see a few likes in there, and I appreciate them so far. Thank you for following me. It looks like Brad followed me. Appreciate it if you're still on. Guys, if you want to learn more about this type of stuff, go to alstongodbolt.com. I have a free training that will help you out with that. Comment down below if you have questions about what I'm talking about. I spent probably maybe 20-25 minutes building a business with about the football, about NFL and Chicago Bears. And so that's really it. And you can apply this to anything. It doesn't have to be just Chicago Bears. If you enjoy gardening, you can apply these same principles and concepts to gardening. What I recommend that you do is I recommend that you, to start, take something that you already have a bunch of knowledge in and simply create that content, okay? Thank you for the follows. It looks like author something followed. I appreciate it if you're still on. If you just take something that you do all day, something that you're interested in, something that seems old hat and boring, because whatever is old hat and boring to you is going to be brand new to somebody else. For us, having twins is old hat. It's 7 years worth of old hat. We do it every day. However, there are new mothers every day. There are new mothers that are having twins, and they don't know what to expect. You can create content there. As you can see, I've got a raccoon here, I've got some birds, I've got some acorns, all this weird stuff, because I am sitting in our converted classroom from virtual learning. So, yeah, this is crazy. I just kind of looked up and I saw a raccoon over my shoulder. Anyway, continuing on. My next door neighbor is an accountant. I tell him, he's a corporate accountant. I tell him, create content on being an accountant. There are systems and processes that you do that people want to learn from. Like, if I knew anything about accounting, I would create a YouTube channel or TikTok about accounting. And then I would create a course about accounting. Because I think just sharing what you know is so powerful, and you just package it up and sell it. But you could start a successful business simply talking about the NFL, about football. If we wanted to go down like Pop Warner, we can talk about different helmets. As you know, helmets are evolving and changing. We can talk about the comparisons between the two, where to buy these helmets, different padding, practice jerseys, different training, different drills to do for 7 and 8 year olds, how to get faster. Another pivot that you can do is you can actually sell or promote equipment to help them develop their skills. You don't just have to approach it from football, because if you want, there are parents out here that believe their kids are going to be the next first NFL round draft pick, right? And so they're going to want to buy different courses to help them get faster. They're going to buy different drills to help them, like training drills to help them improve their speed. These are different things that you could promote, and it's all within the football realm. So if we're going to do kids, Pop Warner, 6, 7, 8, 10-year-olds, we would make a list of things that they're going to be interested in. Their parents are going to be interested in. For example, like I said, equipment, which is really expensive, helmets, shoulder pads, knee pads, practice jerseys, practice equipment, cleats, socks, all of that stuff. We're going to make a list of different training regimens. We could actually give that away as a freebie, which would be really cool, is we could create, like we're creating content targeting parents of 8-year-olds. We could say, hey, when we get to their landing page, we could say something like, hey, if you want the top 10 drills to improve your kid's football skills and ability, if you want to make your kid 3 times faster, enter in your name and your email address, and I'll send you a list of the 10 or 15 best drills that 7 and 8-year-olds should do to improve their football skills and ability. There are going to be tons of people that jump at that because they all believe that their kid's going to be the next NFL first-round draft pick, right? And so we can give that away, and then we can promote other stuff on the back end with email marketing. Guys, if this is making sense, give me a like, comment down below, follow, do all of that good stuff, and you can learn more at my website, alstongodbolt.com. But it's just, this is what you need to do, and I'm going to say this every day for 365 days. You need to take yourself out of the buyer's mindset, the consumer, put yourself into the creator, and then just think about what people want and need within your space. So again, if we're talking about kids football, Pop Warner football, they're going to need equipment. Just cover that. They're going to want drills, okay? Maybe we target coaches of Pop Warner football. They're going to want different clothing. They're going to want clipboards. We could even target parents getting, Gatorade and stuff like that. But just spend a little bit of time thinking about what they want and what they need, and then we can be successful. And so, again, if we go back, I just want to make sure that I finish that original thought. Equipment, training stuff like cones, ladders, things of that nature. We can even promote kettlebells, yoga mats, all of that stuff. We can promote that. We can also promote courses. Courses are going to be huge. We could even create our own course. You could create a course and give it away. You could create a course showing people how to do these different drills, and then people are going to buy it, and we're going to make a return on our investment with email marketing on the back end. That's why I think email marketing is critical, crucial, and key. Most people are going to tell you that you don't need to do email marketing. Those people that are telling you that you don't need to do email marketing are also doing email marketing. They're collecting your email address. Guys, let me know what you think. If you think I'm on base, if I'm on track. And football is a wide niche. I'm going to just look up real quick, football industry. Because we're talking, I want to see how much ball industry. Why didn't I just football? Oh, my keyboard went to sleep. The global football market size is valued at $1.8 million in 2019. That's both soccer and football. But let's change that to American football industry worth. It says $15 billion. The NFL as a whole has increased its revenue every year for almost 20 years, from around $6 billion US dollars to more than 15 in 2019. So let me ask you this. People are telling you that you need to be in health, wealth, relationships, and technology. But the NFL is valued at $15 billion. Do you think you could be successful in the NFL niche or industry if they're generating billions of dollars? If the answer is no, then I can't help you. But if the answer is yes, then you can see there's opportunity. People are telling you that it can only be health, wealth, relationships, technology. That's 100% false. It can be literally anything, okay? I want to see American football industry, 15 billion as I mentioned. And we can promote all sorts of stuff. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to follow me if you haven't followed. I think this is really it. I'm going to wrap this up. here in a little bit. I've been on for about almost 45 minutes with a ton of value. The best way to help me out is to like this if you like it, follow this account, and if you want to learn more, I've got a free training in my bio that will help you out. Hopefully you got value out of this. This is fun, and I'll be doing this for 363 more days. I started yesterday with day 1 based on a TikTok video that I saw, going live every single day for 1 year. I want to do that because I like a challenge. So yeah, if you guys have niche ideas that you want me to get into, we can talk about those. But I think this is a really cool opportunity. Football is such a wide niche or wide opportunity that it can work. All right, so guys, thank you. You have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.